Good evening. I'd like to call the Troy Human Relations Commission meeting to order on November 16th, 2023. Salome, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Keller,
Here.
Mr. Feltner, Ms. Holcross, Mr. Sievert,
Present.
Ms. Villalobos,
Present.
Mr. Major.
Here.
And I would like to make a motion to excuse Sonia. She's at a fundraiser for her employer, and excuse Kane Feltner tonight. Would anyone second?
Approve. Aye.
Everyone approve? Say aye.
Approve.
Okay, all right, thank you. Again, I want to thank Salome for getting the packet out early, and I trust that everybody's had time to read the minutes from our October 19th meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes that anybody wants to make note of?
Move to adopt the minutes.
Is there a second? Marvin seconds. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, on to the approval of the revised operating guidelines. We have had these in front of us for months now, and we made one revision to it last meeting, and so I would, would anybody want to make a motion to accept these with the revisions that have been mentioned in our draft copy?
I will accept.
Okay, Marvin's making a motion that we accept them.
I'll second Mr. Major's
Todd
motion.
seconds. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Sonia has written our 2023 report to City Council. Again, that was in the packet, and I trust everybody's had time to read that. Is there any additions to that, or?
There's a small typo error.
Okay.
She's actually said that they'll reconvene and adopt on 2025, at least on my copy.
Well, that,
And
It will be 2025.
2024.
you have to,
Operating guidelines then, so you're electing your officers in odd years.
Okay, well
If-
then
if-
I move to adopt it as written and stand corrected.
But I will check right now.
Okay.
I circled the same thing, Todd, and talked, Salome is going to date it January 2nd, 2024, and I was questioning that. That's when she's turning it in. My question is, should it be dated
So
now if we're approving it?
Okay. No, she is right.
Okay,
And Sonia was elected as a chairperson in 2023.
In 2023, so she'll continue to 2025.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
okay.
And then Mr. Keller, the date, Mr. Keller suggested to change the date from January 2nd to 2024 to today's date. So the January 2nd was put there because that's the day when the report will go to the city
To
council.
City Council,
But it is Mr. Keller's preference to have today's date.
to adopt it today.
Well, if we're approving it, I feel like it has to be written before.
Yes, I concur, I stand corrected, it did. Hi, Kane.
Well, again, Todd, I think this says what you keep repeating. It starts, it's nice to lay this out and to look back on this, and we have accomplished a lot,
Yes.
just even in the last year. So, Mr. Feltner, good to see you.
So I would move then that we approve the 2023 report to City Council as presented by our chairperson, Sonia Hollicross.
Ruby, second, did you catch that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
yes.
Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye, great. We're on to the proposed dates, and again, due to our accepted guidelines now, we have 4 mandatory meetings, and there should be dates. I have those. In front of you are dates in your packet. Those that will be on the commission next year, do those dates work for everyone? I know I will not be able, I am out of town on the 19th, January 19th. But the rest of the dates work, and again, the committee can meet without me. But that's up to you guys whether you want to adjust that or not.
I have it as the 18th, John.
Well, the 18th, yeah, you're right.
The 18th you'll
Yep.
be going.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be gone that whole week.
Okay. I'm fine to move the date
Okay?
to suit your schedule. I'm not traveling during the month of January, so I don't have any issue readjusting.
So-
Those are just proposed dates based on the third Thursdays at
Right.
6:15. But you can change the months and, yeah, you can decide. Those are just proposed based on the month and the times and dates we've been meeting so far.
Okay.
Yeah, so we wouldn't need to do a motion, that's just proposed dates, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can always just change it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And post it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just make a note.
But we do need to decide today when
Yeah,
we
we
want to be the
get
first
them
meeting.
set,
in
that way we
2024,
have,
yes.
everybody can get them in their calendars. Is there any other dates, looking at your calendars, the April, July, or October? Or any of those conflicts for anybody that you know of right now?
Be a conflict, but I won't know a firm schedule till later. But I'm good January, April, and October.
What,
Baseball will be done by then, won't it?
No.
No?
yeah,
So would it
July
be better
18th
if
will
we-
be a conflict with me.
Would it be better if you just choose the first meeting date in 2024
Yeah,
and then you
that's-
decide the rest of
Yeah.
the, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so and then
well, can,
January 18th.
if April 18th is, we could choose the first two. Is April 18th work for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with April 18th.
And so then we just need to come up with a January time.
Do you want to do the second week in January?
That would work for me.
Or we could do the fourth week in January.
Either one works. What do you guys prefer?
I think fourth, so we keep momentum. And
Okay, so that would be January 25th?
Yep.
All right.
And 6:15 works.
I'm good with that. City Hall.
Yes.
All right. We'll start out with those two, and then we'll set
Okay.
the next two later in the year. Are there any comments by any of the commission members that you'd like to make at this time?
none.
2 minutes? Okay. As this is my last meeting, I just would like to thank everybody. My 3 years are up. It's been a pleasure and an enjoyable experience to be involved in this, to see the growth, when you think back to our days of meeting at the Senior Citizen Center and all the things that have been involved in this, the growth, the Juneteenth, the marker system that we're going to have, it's just been a fantastic journey. Ironically, my son texted me just 2 minutes ago to ask if I was watching UD by chance. I said, I'm in an HRC meeting, my last one, and his response was, oh, well, congrats. Hope they continue to build on what you worked hard to get going. And Kane's been there, well, you've all been there from the get-go, but we've all worked hard, we've all come at it with different perspectives and different opportunities, and I really do hope that it continues to grow and build, and it's just been a pleasure to serve.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks.
Thank you for your hard work.
We're going to miss you.
Well, thanks.
It was nice to have somebody that was on city council.
Well, I think that,
Representative,
I do
hopefully.
think that there'll be another council person on, and, no, I enjoy it. As I indicated earlier, once my father passed away, my plate got more full, inheriting a real estate company, and life is just very busy for me right now, but I know we're leaving it in good I'm leaving it in good hands, and keep up the good work, y'all.
Again, thank you. Thank you for your 3 years of service. Any
That's all I
other?
have.
Any other comments?
No.
It's been 3 years already?
Has it been for you?
Days are long, years are short.
Well, again, we don't have any public here to make comments unless Joel wants to make comments from the police department.
I'm fine,
Okay.
thank you.
Sure you have plenty. No comments?
I don't have anything today.
Well, we appreciate the continued receiving the police reports, and again, looking at that from our perspective, it looks like you guys are doing a pretty good job of keeping everything fair and balanced when it comes to doing your job, and we appreciate that.
Thanks for recognizing that.
Well, we appreciate the reports, and again, just maybe even just to put it on record that we do get the police reports, and again, that's another way of being transparent of what's taking place in the city, and I think that's important when we're talking about human relations.
Very good.
Yep, so thank you.
Sure.
Any other comments?
I would just like to say that as we leave this year into the next year, I hope that we all take a look at the needs of our community and think through the task that the commission has, which is to inform the mayor and help our city government to make decisions and to inform them about what our community needs. And so I would hope that this next year we meet more often and try to bring in more segments of our population that may be underserved or that may be overlooked. And so I would just hope that through the holidays you all take a good look at what you feel those needs are, so that next year we can come to meetings and build on what we've all built thus far and further the betterment of our community. So that's all I have. Thank you for all of your time spent on these issues that serve to make our community better. Thank you.
Thank you, Marvin,
You're welcome.
keeping us on task on that. And again, I think there is a lot we can do looking at the system, and are there systematic ways that the system's not fair, and are there ways that we can highlight that and balance that out? And I know at one point in time, and I wanted to call Melissa before this meeting, that the Troy Foundation was going to maybe offer some racial justice training for the community, and so I want to follow up with her and see if,
That would be a great idea.
yeah, so. Kane, you have anything?
I do not.
Ruby?
No, thank you.
Again, thank you, Todd.
No, thanks. I just was gonna look, I thought the Bengals were starting at 7:30, but it's 8:15, so hoo day to everybody. No, I appreciate it. Thanks, John.
And you're always welcome to come back, you know.
I will address
As a
from the
Republic-
dais.
Servant and keep us in line.
We appreciate it. I mean, there is, I mean, we approved the budget last night, and there is money, so don't forget, I mean, I think we used it last year, but, I mean, it's still not a lot, but it's $5,000, I think, budgeted for HRC each year, so use it judiciously and wisely and for the betterment of the community. I move to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.